With more on Chengdu's annual motor show, I'm joined now by Bill Russo. He is the founder and CEO at Automobility. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Well, Bill, we saw a lot there in our story, but what trends would you say are being highlighted at this auto show? What seems to be the big focus right now?
Yeah, I think you highlighted a few things that I wanted to kind of point out. First of all, normally there is a Beijing or a Shanghai auto show, Auto China, and that usually is the kind of the showcase event for launching new products and bringing technology to focus on what are the the emerging trends in the market. Cities like Chengdu, this year there was no Beijing Auto Show for reasons that we all know that the lockdowns and the concerns over the COVID spread. Now Chengdu normally, or the other major cities in China hosting auto shows are typically sales oriented. So they typically focus on sort of the model year of interest and promoting sales of vehicles mainly to the region that they're in. That's changed this year. Chengdu is become the Class A show, the show that everybody will pay attention to, because there wasn't an Auto China in Beijing or Shanghai. And I think the trends you highlighted around younger, youth-oriented, exciting new products, especially EVs. NEVs are the very clear trend. Gasoline-powered vehicle sales are down 2.1 million units this year. NEV sales are up by 1.8 million units. So it's a significant secular shift in the market in favor of electric vehicles, and everybody wants to catch that wave.
We know that the Chinese government has some big goals in terms of EVs and getting them on the roads. Are they going down in price? We talked about these younger consumers. Can the average Chinese family afford one, or will they eventually be able to afford one?
Well, that's the thing, that China seems to have solved that problem. First of all, the price ranges. I mean, the dominant position that many of the Chinese brands have, especially a brand like BYD, is their value proposition is their ability to produce affordable technology, right? And BYD has 6 of the top 10 selling nameplates in the EV category. They do that by pricing their vehicles between 100,000 RMB and maybe slightly over 300,000 RMB. That's a price range that's very difficult for foreign brands to match. And I think that's basically how the Chinese are dominating. They have very clear cost advantages, which translate into more affordable EVs for the youth-oriented buyers, especially.
You talk about these domestic brands. Tesla also big there with the EVs offering the higher price point. How important is name recognition to Chinese drivers, and what does the average Chinese consumer want when it comes to buying their car? What would you say are their top 3 priorities?
Yeah, I think certainly affordability for a large cross-section of the buying public. It has to be good, good technology at a reasonable price. And I think increasingly what really does differentiate the Chinese brands is their orientation toward digital features that present to people in vehicle as sort of a bragging right of look what my car can do. Not just what does the car do, but what can it do for me? Having large screens, having the ability to speak in Chinese to the car and get it to open and shut windows. I mean, these types of technology features are what people do expect from smart devices, and the car is certainly a smart device in today's context.